What's up, everybody? Joseph Singer here, live on TikTok. Would you like this? Comment and share. I am in Knight of Columbus. Good job, Pope. Today, and that's not what this video is about, but I want to shout out the Pope. As many popes have done in the past, spoken on important things that change the world in a good way, and everybody always wants to beat up on the popes. He said we need to basically, I'm going to say defang, I forget the word he used, AI, because humans are made in the image of God. Brought up the Tower of Babel. Said we can either choose to build something, a man that's going to rule the world, or we're going to allow God to rule the world. God is definitely pro-human, considering he created us. Now, if you're an atheist, you've already tuned out. This video is about the rift in MAGA over Israel. I was on Twitter or X today, whatever you want to call it, and either Tom Massey or somebody with an account that said something about it, like, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, but it said, what's the biggest threat to the liberty of the United States? And I'm sitting there thinking, as I push on it, it has Russia, China, Iran, supposedly flatten their whole navy in 30 days, or Israel. Something like 86% of the people following whoever posted that. I'm not blaming Massey. I don't know if it was him or not. But just been somebody using his name as a name on TikTok to generate attention. I'm like, read this book recently about, forgive me, I'm getting back into this. I'm used to walking around and doing it. I read this book recently about geopolitics, prisoners of geography. Talked about basically the modern countries we have nowadays are where they are. The powerful ones, because of geography, and the lesser ones got cut up by the big boys and are what they are, defeated and poor because of that geography. Sounds about right. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And I'm pro-America. So for us to win, somebody has to lose. And heaven forbid a still communist China, they call themselves communist. Communism is atheism. Go read Karl Marx. Right now, we're in the lead for AI. That's just for right now. This stuff's just beginning. You want China ruling the world of AI? You think they care about what the Pope said? China cares about China. Even if that's not good for their people, they don't care. America was founded on the idea that, hey, you know what? All men are created in the image of God with inalienable right to life, liberty, property, pursuit of happiness, whatever you want to call it. So, good job, Pope. Now, on to this AI thing. I'm sorry, on to this rift and Republican Party with people that are anti-Zionist, which is fine. But just understand, the vast majority of Zionists in this country are Christians. Where do you think all that pro-Israel money comes from? Christians. AIPAC money. I guarantee you more Christians give to that than Jews. Because they believe the Bible says that Israel's got to come together for the rapture to come and all this other bullshit I'm not going to get into right now. Now, to answer the poll question, the number one thing, somebody said criminals. I said maybe, or police. Your liberty, some cop that wants to say you disorderly conducted, whether you did or didn't, and then put some handcuffs on you, that's a danger to my liberty. I'm not worried about the criminals per se. Depends where you're at. I'm sitting in Bethesda. If I was sitting in Southeast DC right now, I'd probably be worried about the criminals. So, no little tiny country like Israel can come and take our liberties. One little PAC, Political Action Committee, isn't going to control all of American politics. Will Republican presidents err on the side of going along with Israel? Yes. Or they can't get elected. The Christian right, the evangelical part of it, for the most part, is very pro-Zion, pro-Israel. And as you see me chomping on these things, saying this is unprofessional, I don't give a shit. What do you think? Don't listen. Then you get the whole Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Tucker, this whole anti-Semite thing. Being anti, well, even for our woke ass idiot liberals on the left that by and large hate Israel at this point, you can be pro-Palestinian. It doesn't mean you're anti-Semite. You can hate fucking Israel and it doesn't mean you're anti-Semite. When you start hating on actual Jews, then you're an anti-Semite. A guy like Nick Fuentes, I don't know much about him. Can't really watch anything because he's banned from everywhere. At very minimal, the guy's unwise in the way he presents what he's trying to say. Because all he wants is the Republican Party not to always side with Israel. I think China and Russia are a bigger problem, people. Why would we worry about it's politics? It's politics anyway. It's wedge issues. If you can bring up something that's going to divide the other party, why not do it? AKA all the Democrats all of a sudden being pro-Palestinian. Like they gave a shit the last 50 years. Those two groups of people have been fighting for at least 50 years. If you really look at it, the last 4,000 years. You think I'm going to get them to stop fighting? The Palestinians, who are probably the Philistines, and Israel. By the way, my front two teeth got knocked out. Working on getting something in there. In case you want to comment on my teeth instead of what I'm saying. He comes out hard on the Jews, which is probably unfair, because I think there's a whole lot of Jews that don't like Israel either. Just because someone's Jewish doesn't mean they're pro-Israel. Some of them hate it. I think most American Jews are worried about America, as they should be, because that's where we all live. If he's saying, I got some German and English blood in me, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna take the side of the fucking Austrians in World War II. Fuck no. I got all these real estate people in here from old account. Here's the deal. Israel was undoubtedly a British colony. We all beat Ottoman Empire, and then they had to do something with Israel. So decided to give it to Lord Rothschild because he's Jewish. Or maybe they all do run the world. I don't know. I've never seen any definite proof of it. I'm talking about the Rothschilds. If that was a British colony when Britain had an empire, now that America has an empire, which we do have, ours is a little different. Britain had territorial control. We just put our military in there, in these places. And most of them want it. Most of our allies want us to take their side over Russia. Most of our allies want us to take their side over China. I mean, we got people saying that somebody's wife might have been in on a hit. It looks like Candace Owens is implying that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Israel. She makes some decent points, but I don't get it. Tucker had some dude on there that taught history a little different. They started accusing him of being anti-Semite. I don't think he is. Although he had some weird shit on about Freemasonry I saw recently. Here's the bottom line. Anti-Israel, MAGA. To win an election, you're either going to side with the woke assholes that also hate Israel, or you're going to side with the religious assholes in the Republican Party. And you always, and when I say always, when you have to make a choice, rightfully so, to your credit, side with the religious assholes in the Republican Party. Because you agree with them on more than you don't. There's been a rift in the Republican Party all the way back, right after World War II. Paleo-conservative, mostly German Midwesterners that didn't like Eastern internationalists. They were isolationists. MAGA's rural. It's the same rural assholes. Same shit, different color. They don't trust the Eastern establishment assholes, nor should they really. Because they tend to be internationalists. Why? Because that's where all the money is. Wall Street, the banks, DC money. Who runs it? Like, oh, BlackRock. BlackRock owns the world. BlackRock don't own shit. It's an investment company. Oh, well, then BlackRock's investors run the world. 7 to 14% of all the 33% of the major stocks on Wall Street. Influence, yes. Control, no. That's not a lot. Some guy today, oh, the governors of the Fed, they got the power. No, they don't. No, they don't. You think they're telling a fucking billionaire what to do? Oh, the billionaires have the power to some degree. But it looks like these tech assholes are the problem. This AI shit's no good. Not the way we're going about it. That shit needs to be regulated. I don't like the government any more than anybody else, but that shit needs to be regulated by the government to make sure it is human friendly. Period. End of story. That shit needs to be regulated by the government to make sure it's human friendly. That's how ironic it is. When the Pope himself says this shit needs to be dismantled or whatever he said, he's not saying get rid of it. He's saying make sure that we understand this shit's for humans to make humanity better. There's things in the Industrial Revolution that did not make humanity better, but I was reading another book the other day and it basically said, hey, look, if Karl Marx would have seen the oil economy that was capable of building smaller things so that regular people could buy them, he would have put his pitchfork away. He was in a coal economy. Big coal that built big things that only benefited the people that built them. Most people are where they are financially. That's where they choose to be. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. And that includes the so-called poor. Oh, well, they had it rough. They had it bad. Well, shit, so have I. The last few years. Ain't nobody crying about me. I can't even get a family member to just send me $100 to get back rolling again after being locked up. Without question. Damn, bro, if it's going to be that hard, fuck it. I'll figure something out. Do we get into these Middle Eastern wars for oil or for Israel? Or somebody alluded to today, oh, the petrodollar. Or these people that say, what do I hear all the time? Oh, the military-industrial complex runs everything. You think motherfuckers fight wars to make money? The wars are fought to make the motherfuckers that are making money, dipshits. Crazy. So I'm on the fence. I got to be pretty anti-Israel at one point. And then I didn't give a shit. Well, fuck it. If you're not for me or against me or whatever, they're an ally. Give them the benefit of the doubt. That's the thing. Nobody wants to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. This guy named Jay Dyer had this guy on the night on a video. Guy said one thing. He said, "Can you prove that?" And the guy couldn't, and just started an argument with him. Has no proof. On a post he had on his Instagram that Jay said, "Hey, I'd like to talk to you about this post, specifically this post." He should have brought us proof. He's just spouting shit. No matter where you stand on Israel, you shouldn't be anti-American Jew. What have they done to you? I should live in a Jewish neighborhood. Hang on a second. That's all I gotta say. Video number 1.